No, we're not seeing our handsome faces because I just turned off the cameras. That
Oh,
was a great
okay.
split by Harstem, by the way.
Yeah, I've seen him do it in real life. It looks really funny.
That was a really good split. But well, we'll go ahead and introduce his opponent up here in the top right-hand corner of Entombed Valley. We do have the purple Zerg. He's he's done very well for himself thus far, even going so far as to take out J Power in the last series. We'll see if he can do it again. He is ThisGameSuck. His opponent, the red Protoss in the bottom left-hand corner, possibly the favored player to win this entire tournament, playing for Team Fnatic. He's Harstem.
Yeah, and this time Harstem is not choosing to go for the in main base pylon build, but now he's just going to go for either Forge Fest Expand or Nexus first. So he's gonna open up at least with macro style of play.
Yep, could open up for that macro style play indeed. And is this the first Forge Fast expansion we've seen all day?
I think so. You're correct.
I think it is, which is really odd
What?
because we
Yeah, what
cast a
does that
lot
mean?
of. It means that we're casting a bunch of Dutch people.
I don't give me shit, man. I have a whole crowd to represent here, so I'm not gonna take this lightly.
Wow, aggressive. Dang, I guess I'm
No.
not coming back to. Guess I'm not coming back to Amsterdam anytime soon. That's the only place
At
I've
least
ever been in the Netherlands.
you have been to Amsterdam.
Yes. Now, oh, he's cannon rushing.
No, I don't think. I think he's
It's
faking.
faking it. He's faking it.
Yeah, maybe he can put down one. Yeah, he's gonna put down at least one because it's gonna, the cost. Even if it like fails, it will still work because the Zerg can never like kill this cannon without losing even more minerals than the Protoss spent on it. This is so cost efficient for Protoss that it's beneficial for him in either case. So this is perfect for Harstem.
So Spinecrawler goes down. Good counter here. And double extractor. So ThisGameSuck going to be going for some gas intensive units. But Harstem gets the scout on that. And what is he going to do with these? Actually, he's starting to mine gas here. And this is starting to look like a full out cannon rush. I mean, the two
Yeah.
cannons up on the high ground, that's probably going to be it. You can't get any closer because of that creep. But denying everything to your opponent, he's going to make some cannons back home and then expand behind this. Harstem in a great position right now.
Now I think our Zerg player is gonna go to a lair and go for a Nidus, which is a pretty good strategy. What I also think is that he can position the Spinecrawlers in such a way that only one cannon can hit it, and then together with the Queen he could kill the cannons if he really wanted to. So I wouldn't necessarily count the Zerg player out yet. What I'm worried about is that his worker count is quite low. Like
Yeah.
it's getting really all in-ish.
It is
You see?
indeed. And, well, nice job. He's going to be able to actually...
Uproot! Ah!
Oh! Gets it away at the last second. And there's the second spine caller. Needs to get the queen in there for some additional attacks. But, well, there goes the cannon. And he's going to be able to spread creep behind this. So he's going to be able to actually circumvent the last two cannons and take out the pylon, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he needs a little bit more creep to do that, but yes, he can. But do you see the Overlord in the main base
this
of
is
the
a bad
Protoss?
idea.
Yeah, this is a bad idea.
Loses that spine crawler. There's the Zerglings, though. And so, well, the high ground cannon is at least going to be negated. Now, what's going on with this Overlord?
Well, it's in a Nidus network position, if you know what I'm saying. And he's also got another Overlord near the fur base of Harstem, which he definitely should move to the left.
Do you
He
see what
scouted
Harstem
it.
just did?
He scouted it.
He just dropped a pylon right there saying, nope, not going to happen. Not even remotely going to happen. And Harstem, with his Nexus now down, with his wall completely blocked off, he's in a great position.
Well, not necessarily, because there's still another Overlord, and he can put down the Nidus network at the right. Oh, he's gonna build another. Oh, he's gonna build a patrol. Oh, oh, he's gonna put it back. I thought Harstem would be perfectly fine because he put a probe on patrol. Oh, he's gonna scout again. Yeah, Harstem is definitely in a great spot. I was scared he was maybe gonna miss a small portion of the main base, but he's just covering the entire area right now, and he's completely fine.
He's playing like he has full map control, like right now. like he sees everything. And on that note, I mean, I want to point out to you guys, this stream is delayed. Like there's no way he could be looking at our stream and getting the vision. Harstem is just that good. He's able
The
to
Nidus
get
goes
complete
down.
information. And yeah, there's the Nidus. Probe's gonna pull off, but Probes will kill this way in time.
Way in time. And now there's even a sentry out. You know, the damage output is way too high for the Nidus to come up. I think we're gonna see GG soon.
That's a very real possibility as the second one does go down. There is a Stargate going to be coming up here momentarily. And Probe's trying to kill the Overlord. That doesn't exactly work. But, yeah, with that Stargate, going to be able to start putting pressure back onto the Zerg. Would not be surprised to see Void Rays instead of Phoenixes. We'll see momentarily. And there is the first Void Ray on the way. This game sucked using a lot of gas and minerals on those two Nidus Worms.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what the Zerg can do to try to come back into this game. You know, he's so much behind in every aspect.
Yeah, he is very, very behind. Really has to hope for a mistake on the part of FnticHarstem. If Harstem does not make a mistake, well, then our Zerg player could just be in some serious, serious trouble.
Very serious trouble.
Well, I mean, he'd be dead. Let's cut the crap. He'd be dead unless Harstem actually has a stroke right here.
Yeah.
So our Zerg player going to try to keep on macroing behind this at home. He's trying to maintain map control with his Zerglings, but as Phoenixes join up with the Void Rays, things are looking more and more grim. I mean, Overlord's going to be taken down. Supply blocks are going to be hit.
Yep, and he's not making an Overlord. Still not. Okay, now he's making 1. He needs to make more. Come on. Yeah, 2. That's better. One thing I'm noticing from the Zerg is that his injects are going really well at the main base. You see, the Queen has very little energy, so mechanic-wise he's doing really well, but he's just so much behind that there's just no way of coming back. Like, at least economically, he needs to do something. But he cannot really do anything because Harstem has a very good, solid defense at home, and he's making these air units, which can prevent any roads attack, for example. He doesn't have the third base yet, so economically it's just a matter of time before the Protoss just gains the upper hand. Yeah, it's just looking, like you said, really grim. I really don't have any clue what the Zerg can do here.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure either. And, well, our Zerg player is certainly not going to bow out right now. He wants to be able to stay in this as long as possible and doesn't want to go into the rest of the series with a very, well, very well behind. But I don't really know right now what he can do. This game suck. He's trying, though. He doesn't want to give up. And you got to respect that, the competitive spirit. He wants to find every available possibility. And the Infestors, I mean, you land some really, really good fungals, and Infestors can get you back to some pretty dire situations.
Yeah, but I have the feeling that if the Zerg decided to stay in the game, which he did, then if you decide to do that in a game like this, you need to take bigger chances. He needs to take risks. I feel like he's been playing it a little bit too safe. You know, I think he should have skipped all of the units he made and just made pure drone, you know. He could have been on equal terms or even ahead if he did. And then, of course, if he got an attack, yeah, he would have lost. But in this case, he's just so much behind, and he's getting more and more behind every second, you know. That I feel like taking a big risk like that is one of the only few options that he has left, and he didn't take it. So I think he just went further behind than he already was, and yeah, I just cannot say that. Yeah, I don't
nice
know.
Force field right there. Harstem actually using that to trap the Zerglings in as best as possible, as the Zerglings will try to chase down this probe train. More great force fields, though, as Harstem showing why he is a pro player. Very, very good control there, and able to easily save this Nexus. Our Zerg player drops his third hatchery back at home, but Harstem taking some huge tech leaps right now, as he is going up to Colossus Tech, drops his second Robo, has the Twilight Council down. He's going to be able to continue his great upgrades, and he even starts working on the extended thermal lance now. So going to be looking to push out perhaps with some very, very good ranged Colossi.
Yeah, I think he's just gonna push out when he has like 4 or 5 Colossus and then just finish the game. You know, when he has 4 or 5 Colossus, there's no way the Zerg is gonna have Broodlords yet. That's just the perfect timing to hit. In a normal game, it will be maybe a little bit tricky, but in this scenario, there's just no way ThisGameSuck has any way of beating the Colossus. And even with really nice Fungals or infested Terrans, it just his army size is just too small to give any impact on the Protoss army. So yeah, like you said, of course, Infestors are the units that can turn around games. But in this scenario, yeah, I kind of doubt it.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very hard to do so. But 7 Infestors out on the map. If you can make something happen with those, that could be relatively nice. But they're just sitting there accumulating energy. And that's one nice thing, is that as these Infestors do go up in energy, they're becoming more and more cost effective. Whereas the only energy units out on the Protoss side of the map is just a pair of sentries, not getting any high Templar or anything like that. So if he can engage with a ton of Infestors, perhaps that'd be good. But creep spread starting to be receding here, as Harstem pushing that back with an Observer and a Void Ray. Our Zerg player going for a 4th base, perhaps looking to try to turtle this up as late as he can, maybe even get some Broodlords out as Corruptors are on the way, and Hive is finishing up here in about another 30 seconds.
Yeah, and I think taking the 4th base is exactly the cue that Harstem needed to attack. You know, this is the point where Harstem has to say, you go until here, but no further. This is just as far as you go.
Yeah.
Because if Harstem waits much longer, he gives the Zerg the opportunity to make those Broodlords and come back and really come back into the game. But as you can see, the Greater Spire is morphing right now. For some mystical reason, Harstem is choosing the perfect timing to attack right now. This is just, it couldn't have gone any better. Spinecrawlers are just getting up. They're not finished yet, so he has to rely on the Infestors, but he only has, how many?
Oh,
8
big blink up
Infestors.
right there. There's some
Yeah.
Fungals going to be going down, and Infestors just getting fried. Corruptors going to come in. They're taking pressure from these Stalkers, but the Stalkers just doing so much damage. Another big blink right there, and that's it. GG.